Hi, I'm Barry Dutter, and this is Comic Wars, the show where I wage a never-ending battle to seek out great comics wherever they can be found. Well, what are we waiting for? Those comics aren't going to buy themselves, you know. Let's go! Whoosh. There's 2 garage sales this morning. One starts at 9 a.m., one starts at 10 a.m. Obviously, I'm going to the one that starts at 9 a.m. first. It's about 8:30 a.m. right now, so about 30 minutes early. You always want to get to the garage sale about 30 to 60 minutes before it starts. Why? Because if you don't, somebody else will. And it's like Ricky Bobby says, if you're not first, you're last. So let's go check out the sale. I got my Lucky Spider-Man shirt on today. This is the shirt that I've worn when I found some of my best comics. So let's see what happens today. Let's see if I... Well, I picked up all the comics that the guy had at that garage sale. There's about 40 books here, most of them Batmans, just modern stuff, nothing great, but at 50 cents a book, there's no way I can lose. So I was pretty happy with that. Those X-Babies books should do pretty well for me, I think. Now, the next sale I'm going to is a moving sale. The guy says he's got hundreds of comics, and it seems like he's got some really good stuff there. So I am now arriving at the second garage sale. At the last garage sale, I was first. But at this garage sale, it is now 9:25 a.m. The sale starts at 10 a.m. And we will see if I can be first yet again. All right. Let's see what happens. Well, as you saw, I was not the first person at the garage sale today. Let me tell you what happened. Basically, I arrived at the sale, and I realized I didn't have enough money, because I realized this collector was selling a collection of 40 years, and I only had brought about $80 with me in my wallet, and there was just no way $80 was going to be enough money to buy 40 years worth of comics. So I tell you, what I should have done, I should have told the seller, put these books aside for me, and I'll come back with more money later. Here's a deposit, here's 80, and I'll come back for the rest later. But I didn't do that. Instead, I said, all right, I've got 20 minutes. I'm going to run to the bank, get some cash, and come back. And hopefully I'll get back before that garage door opens and I can still be the first one in here. Well, as you saw, I was not the first. There were 3 other rabid comic book buyers there ahead of me. And here's the crazy part. Even after those 3 people were done digging through those boxes, I still ended up buying an amazing long box full of comics. I paid $160 for the long box, about 50 cents a book. There was about 200 and whatever in the box, plus another 50 or so. It was about $320 altogether. And I was very impressed. The comics were all in mint condition, a lot of complete sets. It was a really good deal. I did think it odd that the seller had no Silver Age and no Bronze Age books in his collection. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, how come there's no silver, no bronze? And that's when the seller told me another buyer had come by the day before and purchased every Silver Age and Bronze Age book in his collection. Every last one. And that's a trick that people use sometimes with garage sales. You contact the seller a day or 2 ahead of time and you say, hey, I can't make it to your sale on Saturday. Would it be cool if I stopped by a day or 2 early? Sometimes the seller says yes. When they do, it's a total win for you, because you get to pick through all the best stuff before anybody else ever gets to see it, and you don't even have to wake up early Saturday morning to go to the garage sale. So, I mean, I will never know what Silver and Bronze Age gems I might have missed out on at this sale. But, oh well. Let's take a look at what I did get. This is the long box that I purchased today. As you can see, the comics are all in mint condition, all bagged and boarded. What do I have here? I have a lot of Silver Surfer stuff. A lot of Silver Surfer. Secret Wars. It looks like a complete run of the current Secret Wars series. And plus a lot of the crossovers, which are pretty cool. But what about the original Secret Wars series? Oh, you mean this one? Issue 3, 4, 5, 6. I like where this is going. 7. You know what comes after 7? 9. Womp womp. All right, so somebody beat me to the Secret Wars number 8, but it's okay. It happens. There's still... Well, look at that. A near complete run of Secret Wars. Somebody grabbed issues 1 and 8, which are the 2 keys in that run. I have Original Sins complete set. I have Guardians of the Galaxy. Ooh, a variant cover of number 1. Somebody left a complete run of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 through 25. This series is worth a lot of money. It's worth $200 to $300 on average. So Guardians of the Galaxy, that little 25-issue chunk alone is worth my investment right there. Then there's, interesting, I never saw this before. It looks like a variant, but it doesn't say variant on it. So, okay, whatever. I think it is. Yeah, it's an Iron Man variant. Then there's the other run of Guardians of the Galaxy, which came after that. And then there's tons and tons and tons of Guardians of the Galaxy, which is kind of a hot, well, I don't know how hot it is anymore, but it's a seller. It always sells. What else? Guardians, more and more Guardians. Black Vortex, which is a Guardians and X-Men crossover. Guardians 3000, I figured why not? I don't think it's that popular, but Guardians Team Up. Nice Art Adams cover there. What else? Just lots and lots and lots of modern age books. These are comics, you know, The Infinity Abyss. How did the other 3 guys pass? This series sells for, I don't know, $30, $40 for the complete set, and that looks complete. Infinity Crusade, Infinity Gauntlet, the new one, not the old one. Someone probably grabbed the old one. I got Infinity War. Looks like a complete set there, which, you know, there is a movie coming out called Infinity War in a couple of years. More Secret Wars crossovers, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Marvel's complete set. Some fun, here's the only bronze that I found. These are reprints of the old Silver Surfer comics, but these actually are worth a couple bucks. They're, you know, they're desirable books. Marvel 21, Annihilators, a complete set of Axis. I tell you, it is not a bad long box. Here is the rest of the stuff that I got today. It's, as you can see, it's a near complete run of the latest Silver Surfer series. Missing issue 1, bastards. Great, now I have to face a choice. Do I order issue 1 so I can have a complete set or not? So I got that. But I also, in addition to all these surfers, I got Thanos Imperative. I'm pretty sure it's a complete set on that. I got, yeah, it looks like it. And that's a hot set. I got Thanos Rising. I got Thanos, a God Up There is Listening. I got Battle World's Ultimate End, which is the end of the long-awaited end of the Ultimate Universe. Spider-Verse, and just some randoms. So, again, this was a really good day. My final thoughts on today. It was a day of highs and lows. It was a little disappointing. I got to the first sale early, got to the second sale early, and then just completely blew it from there. Missed out on some good interviews for Comic Wars. There were some very interesting characters I could have interviewed. So, ultimately, I got a really solid box of comics that will definitely make me some money. And the main problem was last night was my final night of work at the bar where I was working. So the guys from work wanted to go out after work and have drinks. So instead of going out like I normally do every Friday night and going to the bank and loading up on cash for Saturday morning, I went out and had a few drinks with the guys. So there you see, alcohol is bad. It only causes bad things to happen, and you shouldn't do it. But now I'm not going to be bartending anymore, which means now I can be the guy who goes out on Friday night and meets with the garage sale people a day before the sale. So things are about to get a lot more interesting. Stay tuned.